sudden loud things, which is understandable, and I can understand where she comes from. But it's been 3 years.
I feel like a lot of people are scared of loud things, like sudden loud things. Like,
yeah, and what pisses me off is that people confuse that for horror. And true
well, those are
fear.
jump scares. I feel like are overused.
I feel like catching someone off guard that's startling. That's not scary.
Have you seen what's that? Unfriended.
Is that the
That's
the one on Skype?
Yeah,
and they all fucking die on a Skype call. Yeah, no. Believe it or not, I respect myself and I refuse to see it.
Well, I don't. So I saw it with Jamie, and I was super high, and they I was like the desktops, because the whole movie takes place from the perspective of the desktop.
Yeah.
It was so unreasonable. Like the things on that desktop and like the way I wouldn't focus on the movie as much as like the background shit on the desktop, because it was so goddamn boring until the guy, got the fucking hand cut off with a blender. But that was the only good part, because it was so fucking funny the way it happened. Like there was a fucking ghost blender in the house. It creeps up behind him and it just like hand and blender and turns on. And Jamie and I lost it. And they were like, it was at the Dollar Movies when those were things. So there were like it was like a fucking 10 o'clock screening. There were 2 people behind us and we just die laughing, and they're just staring at us like, oh my god, you couldn't take the fucking movie seriously. Like
that's the worst part, because I can tell that movie is taking itself seriously.
Yeah.
That's a creepypasta story, man. You can't take that shit seriously.
It was a dead girl.
Oh, so they got bullet, so she haunted the Skype call. And instead of just ending the call and going to bed, they all stayed there and watched each other die.
Oh, dude, it opens up with a guy banging the girl on the fucking Skype call, and somehow he doesn't notice his fucking webcam's on.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's how it opens. So, like, I'm like, what the
We could... I'm gonna... Hold on. Hold on.
How much did that movie fucking make?
No, I want to know how much the movie they fucking... guy to fucking make that movie. How much...
Probably like 1,000.
Did it cost?
I'm gonna expect the worst and say
to make.
I'm gonna say 40 million. I'm gonna say 30 million.
$1 million.
Oh really?
And the box office was $64.1 million. I'm ashamed of you, America.
They made 64 fucking times their money back off of a movie that takes place on Skype. It's just watching a fucking web call.
So it's
actually, I paid $1 to see it, so it's kind of my fault.
You can't yell at them completely, because I mean I did knowingly give them money.
Oh man.
So Blumhouse, that's a Blumhouse production film. And I feel like it's such hit and miss with that production.
What else did they make?
So, on their Wikipedia, in the 2000s, they have Griffin and Phoenix in 2006, The Fever in 2007, the Darwin Awards in 2007, Graduation, Paranormal Activity, and The Accidental Husband.
Of course they made.
And then in the 10s is when you get a bit more of their successes with the sequels to Paranormal Activity, Insidious, Sinister, The Bay, The Purge they did.
Oh my god.
Oculus.
They're making fucking bank.
The Purge again, Mercy, Whiplash, Stretch, Ouija, Jezebel, The Boy Next Door, The Lazarus Effect, which was a fucking dumb movie, Unfriended, Area 51. Creep, The Gallows. It's really hit and miss with these. Yeah. They're either great or they suck.
Paranormal Activity sucked.
Hush was okay. I liked it until he took off his mask and he looked like a fucking dweeb.
Yeah. What, The Purge?
Hush.
Oh.
That was Have you seen that?
No.
It's the one on Netflix. It's this guy who he goes to rob a deaf mute person.
Oh no, I did see that.
Yeah.
Wait, what was it called?
Hush.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah. I remember the basement scene. Oh wait, what was it? Oh wait, yeah, no, it's the same movie.
They made the new Halloween. But
Damn.
Us. Ma. See, like it's so weird.
I'm mixed about Us. I feel like. Yeah.
And then so far in the 2020s, they've had that Fantasy Island.
Oh yeah.
The Invisible Man, which I'm interested to see how they did that. I'm sure it's terrible, but I'm interested.
Invisible Man.
Black Box,
Okay.
and the Forever Purge. Those are the only ones that I
Forever
recognize.
How many of those are they gonna make? Like,
I don't know. Oh, come.
Purge in
I
space.
should not have looked at their upcoming films.
Oh no, it's just a bunch of sequels.
Halloween Kills, which is gonna be a Paranormal Activity 7. They're having Halloween
7?
Kills, which is
Dude.
a sequel to Halloween, which was in 2018. But then the year after that, they're also having Halloween Ends.
Well, I guess that's the last one.
But like, how could you?
Halloween ends.
That's a big jump from 2018 to fucking 2021, and then 2021 to 2022. Halloween Ends is gonna suck.
It's all people are doing now. It's just sequels and remakes. Tired of this shit.
Another Exorcist movie. No, don't,
Yeah, they're gonna
don't,
ruin it. They're gonna ruin
dude.
it.
They're doing a Five Nights at Freddy's movie.
Yeah.
Come on, man. They're doing Spawn too, and if they fuck up Spawn,
no.
I'm gonna be an angry. Oh, you're gonna have.
They're gonna fuck it up.
And the Thing, they're gonna fuck up the Thing, I bet.
Did they just make that? Didn't they just make a remake of it?
The Thing?
Yeah.
Like early 2000s, I think.
Oh, that was more recent. Well, anyway,
God, dude.
yeah, I don't know. What's
It's so-
humanity?
It's so. That's what it is, dude.
It's so.
Say it ain't so.
Say it ain't so, Sleepy Joe.
I feel like horror this day and age is a difficult task to do because not only has so many stuff been done, but I feel like it's hard for you to do something new without stepping into controversial territories.
I like The Quiet Place.
A Quiet Place
I think
was
that,
good.
I think that
haven't
kind of reinvented it.
I haven't seen the second part.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. I've seen the first one.
The first one was pretty good.
Like, they reinvented it. Like, yeah.
What was Don't Breathe? That was the movie with the blind guy.
Yeah.
I'm very on the fence about that because, like, the premise of this old man being a badass is cool and defending his home. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you've seen it, but the end just throws you like a curveball
yeah.
at the end for no reason.
It felt like a Shyamalan movie.
It really did. It felt like, oh, here's a twist that had no context in the film.
Like, it was good up till then.
Yeah, I felt like if it would just ended
dropped the ball.
ended with the robbers leaving
without
and the
that
guy
extra-
moving, that would have been fine. But they had that weird twist that I don't want to bring up because I don't want to spoil it for anyone.
Yeah.
And I just felt like, okay, well, that felt forced. It felt like we still have like 45 minutes to film. What are we gonna do?
We have this location for a week. All right, let's do a fucking crammed-in ending.
Fuck, guys.
Let's do it.
Turns out our film is only like 56 minutes long. We need more footage.
Milk that shit.
And now they have a sequel coming out, which
Yeah, I saw that.
I
Why?
I don't want to go into it because I feel like what they're doing plays into what they introduce at the end, solely to make what the
yeah.
end is make sense.
Yeah, be like the Emoji Movie and stop at 1.
Or you could be like the Tim Murray and Bill Murray Batman movie and just not be made at all.
They were thinking about it.
Yeah, which is scary enough.
They might do it.
No,
They could do
they
it.
shouldn't.
They,
Ever.
They should.
Do the Ben Affleck film.
They rebooted iCarly. Why the fuck? Who wanted that? Who the fuck
Yeah,
wanted
that's a good question.
They should reboot Drake and Josh and have Drake in the fucking jail. the whole season's just him in jail.
Even if they rebooted it, it wouldn't last long.
Oh no, it wouldn't last. I don't think the first episode would come out because people will get word of it and be like,
they would have filmed it and be like, it's gonna premiere, and then somebody would have gotten a little frisky in Ohio, and then they wouldn't ever air it. They'd just be like, never mind.
I like the fucking the call he had into his court hearing with him and the laugh tracks. Added laugh tracks to that. I'm like, oh my god.
And it's like Mr. Drake Bell, and it's like, woo! And it goes in and
It's
sits
some
down.
fucking old ass judge. You can't fucking understand a word
And
he's saying.
He like fixes his audio in his suit, and they're like,
He's fucking stone cold face.
He's
They have
so-
laughing going on. I'm like, oh my god.
how do you please, sir? Guilty.
Ooh, it's like a fucking. Oh my god.
We need to do an episode of one of these that's like just filmed on a stage, It's like filmed in front of a live studio audience, but like it's clearly not. It's just at a different location.
That's literally what I used to have on Black Squirrel Radio because you could
You
assign
had
buttons to the
laugh
board.
tracks?
I had laugh tracks, and then there was a fucking stock like one of people going ooh. It'd be like the most
cut to
over
the
top thing.
cut to the black and white footage of the crowd, like the 3-second frames of that on like repeat.
Well, then, like, I would have that, and then there was a fucking studio phone that people would call into, and it would always be ringing during my show. I'm like, I don't know, they're not.
What, they could ring in and you can just be like, welcome to the Davey Squires, fucking Squires, Davey Squires, fucking, what is the Squires? Why don't we do that?
I brought it up with the phone. We have a phone right there.
We could, dude.
Oh, we could fucking. No, I don't want that because I could probably assign it a different number or like an internet number. Of
Oh
some
yeah,
sort.
no, don't do your house number. Don't do that.
I do have a home phone downstairs. Like, I don't know why. It rings sometimes. I'm like, who the fuck is calling this home phone?
We can do like a fucking intoxicated fucking Q&A with Davey,
Ooh, yeah.
and you'll have all of our intoxicants, all of our
Everything.
friends,
Just all the drugs.
all the
liquor.
porn,
No stopping. All the porn.
all the stock-free footage we can find.
YouTube would fucking red flag the shit out of that video. It's just like,
Get that shit off of my website.
That goes against copyright terms and services. You better stop it, please.
YouTube updated its weekly terms and conditions on content. You can't say fuck anymore.
I remember when they banned Nintendo content, and all my Let's Player friends were so fucking pissed because they couldn't Let's Play.
I remember
Mario
when
Sunshine.
Nintendo they banned their shit, and every Let's Player on YouTube lost their career.
No, they just went to fucking Fortnite. They just went to Fortnite and fucking
Fuck you.
Roblox.
We'll go to Microsoft and Sony. We don't need you. Nintendo's for fucking twerp-ass babies anyway.
We're going to fucking Roblox.
Name one good Nintendo first-person shooter. Oh, wait a second. You can't. I
Call of
love
Duty
watching.
for the DS.
Dude.
Call Call of Duty for the DS, man. Come on.
Have you played a Call of Duty game on the DS? It is unplayable.
I'm the one of.
It is unplayable.
Well, yeah. How the fuck would it be playable?
The campaigns are different.
I'm surprised it's on the fucking console. Like, what the fuck?
It just hurts, dude.
I can't play my Modern Warfare 3 on the DS because they don't know how to do things on the DS.
I remember what I was gonna say. You threw me off guard. Oh yeah, have you watched compilations of like those like 6-year-olds like
Nintendo's for stupid faggot babies,
because they don't have Call of Duty and the Fortnite servers are they're babies, dude. Mario, there's no babies in here. Get that gay shit out of my face.
Loud.
And it's like, dude, I bet you're one of the people who don't even have like a mic to talk to the people that he plays with.
I've seen like those compilations where like somebody would be playing like Fortnite or something, and somebody would come up to the fucking computer and just smash it.
Katie and I watched a compilation of spoiled kids getting like their worlds rocked by their parents, and it was really hard to see who was in the wrong. Cause like one of them was like this dad and this like 10, 12-year-old kid who, don't give me, what, how old do you think he was? Not the lawnmower guy. Yeah. He looked taller. He looked no older than 9. 7 to 9.
He locked him in?
He locked the kid. He was like, I have given you, anytime I tell you to do the dishes or clean the room, you tell me no. So your big prize is, and he's like, yeah, freedom. He's like, what? He's like, get the hell out of my house. And he pushes the kid out and he locks him out. Another dude like runs over the like $700 worth of like Xbox and PlayStation games.
Bro, you're just wasting
like,
money at that point.
Yeah, you're literally throwing away money.
Are they rich? I mean,
I don't know. It's just a bunch of this kid's games, and the kid looked like he definitely should have been old enough to like have a job. Yeah. And I get it. If you gotta push your kid out into the world, you have to.
But they're 7. I mean,
you're
not gonna.
No, this guy who ran over the $700 worth of video games. This guy was old enough to be working.
Oh.
He was at least like out of high school.
Oh, okay.
Which that's a different story. But still, to destroy $700 worth of shit, another mom threw like a kid's PlayStation out the window.
That's just a waste of money at that point.
You are throwing away your money.
Yeah.
And the kid's happiness. That kid is gonna resent you forever.
Just take it
because you destroyed his hobby, something that he used to escape.
If you're gonna do that, just take it away for a minute. Like,
seriously,
for a while.
take it away. Put it on top of the fridge where you literally can't get it. You're either doing it for views, or you're doing it because you don't have control.
A lot of those are set up, I feel like.
Absolutely. Like I like to think they are. Like, oh yeah, kids, so we destroyed your PlayStation, but don't worry, we had another one the whole time.
I mean, maybe.
It's hard to tell in today's age what's genuine and what's not. Because, like...
Fake news?
I was spanked as a kid, but I never saw it as abuse.
Was spanked as a kid.
Not hard enough, clearly.
Oh my.
Any hoodle.
Yeah.
But I don't... Obviously, there are different ways to bring up your kid, and I don't think any one parent does it right.
No, because it's so variable.
But there's a clear line between discipline and abuse. Locking your kid in the basement.
Locking your
And
kid out of
not-
the house, just like
Lock him out of the house because he's spoiled for.
that's kind of sus.
That's up there. Not giving them food because they're being annoying. That's kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
A big one for us was writing tasks.
Writing-
We would get a sentence like
Oh, you would have to do.
I
Like,
will not scream at
Oh.
my sisters
How does that even
for no reason.
begin the work?
And it would be
it's
like
just funny.
grammatically correct. You'd be like, all right, write that 100 times.
Write it in
Write it
cursive.
150 times.
Or you're getting spanked.
Exactly like that.
How does that?
And if I see you away from this table before that's done, I'm doubling it.
I just remember we had to write an essay on like not doing drugs and shit in the DARE program at Nolly,
Oh, yeah.
and I'm like, that shit did not work.
What kid's gonna know the effects of heroin? Even in middle school, they're just like, don't do any of this. And I'm like,
Don't do it. It makes me want to do it more.
okay. And then, like, so I guess my thought was, well, there's clearly people in high school doing all of this shit, and you
Yeah.
guys aren't doing anything about it.
Yeah,
Clearly, nobody cares.
that's a way of looking at it. Yeah.
Like, it's, if it was as big as an issue as everyone says it is, it wouldn't be out there.
Yeah.
My mind at a young age was just like, if it is really as bad as people say it was, then people wouldn't allow it to happen.
Well, they don't. I mean, that whole thing hasn't been handled well at all.
Which,
like,
again, like, now that I'm older
it's not.
and I'm not so gullible and impressionable, I see, like, oh, yeah, no, there's a lot more to it than that.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm, in the back of my mind, always afraid to say anything about any topic ever. Because in my mind, I'm just like, there's more to it than that.
Yeah.
That's not all the information. You're
I
gonna
mean-
look like an idiot.
Yeah. Well, you got to be prepared to take criticism, I feel like, when it comes to a lot of that stuff. Either side about any opinion,
Yeah.
you got to be ready to take some type of criticism for something. I feel like if you're going to,
And like, I absolutely
that.
agree. And I'm gotten better with not really giving a shit towards people.
yeah.
I had a man last night get mad at me because I wouldn't sell him beer at 2:30 in the morning.
I mean, you should know that, though. That
I'm like,
seems like
"Dude,
something that
it's
you would know.
2:30 in the morning. Well, he changed the time on his watch, or his watch was broken or something.
Wait, what?
Because he like held it up and he was like, "Do you see that?"
It's 5 p.m. What are you talking
He's
about?
like, "It's 12," and I'm like,
Mm.
I held up my phone and I was like, "Something is wrong." Then
He was probably drunk.
and I was like,
What the fuck? What the fuck? What the
"No,
what? What?
I've seen him before. I don't know if he's from corporate, just trying to like
Oh, bro,
get
he's
people
testing
in trouble.
you.
If he's just a dick, but he's come by. He's the guy that was like, I can get 2 6-packs and 2 packs of
Oh, that guy.
100 cigarettes for $13.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, you can't.
It says here you can't, so.
Like, well, you have to do it a certain way, and you have to go into the system and do some things. And I'm like, yeah,
you have to just.
that
let me
means
walk
you
out.
can't get it for $13, and I'm not doing that. And he's like, this is the worst Bell stores ever. Don't you know I own this store? And I'm like, you don't.
He owns.
I
the
know
store.
who owns this store. And he's like, I'm never coming back here
He
again.
walks in next time in like a tuxedo. He's like,
He
"I own
keeps
this
coming
store."
back. And I'm like, dude.
He's trying to bend the rules.
Well, it's dumb because sometimes he'll get all butthurt and be like, fuck you, I hope you die, and then leaves.
Oh,
Other
God.
times he's like, oh, it's no problem.
Oh my
And then he'll
God.
just like give up
the fuck?
and then pay me and then leave. And it's like, dude, you are
fucking people.
single-handedly the worst type of like scammer I've
Yeah.
ever seen.
Yeah, like you're not even like
You're not even trying.
you're not even trying. You're just saying something that's not true and thinking you're right. Because like What?
He's tried to cash lottery. He's like, I see your lottery machine there is still on. I need you to cash these for me, bud. And I'm like, well, I can't do that past midnight.
Hey,
and
bud.
he's like, right, but I work at the Circle K at the store, and we can do it there. So you can do it
No.
here. You just.
Bro.
I know it's on right now. And I was like,
Oh, you're-
well, it's not logged on. We never turn it off. We log off and we lock the screen. And even if I were to scan it, my register won't allow me to cash it. So it's not
Yeah.
a question if the lottery will let me do it. It's the machines.
yeah, literally.
I
it's-
said, if the Circle K up the road lets you cash that, you should go up there and do that.
Yeah.
He's like, well, I'm not there right now. I'm here.
Well, you can't do it here.
You can't-
fucking get out of the goddamn
Yeah,
store.
honestly, I'm not dealing with your shit,
Yeah.
dude. I don't care if you come back at 6 and bitch at my manager that I'm, like, denying you service.
Yeah.
I'm doing my job. Kiss me.
That's why I never want to go back into like food service or
Dude.
service. That was like
Every day I
yeah.
work a job I don't enjoy, it just cements further in my mind how much I want to be an entertainer, but how, like, you know my tendency to overthink?
yeah.
So it'll be like, dude, one day at a time, you literally, so like, you're good at uke, and you can play some of these songs that you like on uke. You can literally just start with, like, practicing the chords, recording the chords, and then layering it on there, and then sending it to Davey to be like, does this look fine? Can you help?
Yeah.
And then posting it. It's easy as that.
Just do
But
the
it's-
word.
Also, like, not
I mean,
'cause for me,
do it- yeah.
to actually like put something out there. In my mind, it's like, I wouldn't watch that. I want to watch my own shit, so why would anyone else? But then when I see these things that everybody is watching and that are getting thousands of views, are the stupidest, most, like, not.
Yeah.
It's people don't even try.
Yeah.
Or it's really cringy, just stupid shit.
I think in that way it's kind of luck too, because for every one of those,
And I
there's,
feel like that is a big
yeah.
part of it. Right place, right time.
Well, that's what TikTok's for. It's all great.
I just want to be able to live off of being an entertainer and not have to be like, all right, well, I gotta juggle in this with this and this and this. With
Oh,
all
dude.
these being different aspects of my life.
That's literally the story of my life.
I wouldn't mind being like, I gotta work with these people on this project, then these people with this project,
yeah.
and then these people with this project. That's fine. But if it's like, this is art, that's medical, that's professional, I can't do all of that.
Like,
Because those
yeah.
are vastly different on my priority list.
Yeah, I think to be an entertainer, you have to be good at a bunch of different art forms. I think there's just like no way you can't. I feel like.
I've expanding out. Right now I need to find some type of editing process, programs, and like play with that.
Yeah.
Because I have ideas in my head of like funny little bits, or even just reenacting like bits that I remember and I see in my head, but I don't know how to do that. I have no idea.
It's like getting it down.
Yeah, it's so like when we were in music production, I could play with that program shit all day and learn exactly what to do.
Yeah.
But if I were to watch a video, I'd be like, you gotta take their fucking slider here and change, and you start throwing all this lingo at me and saying you
Yeah.
have to know this. What? I
I
don't
yeah.
fucking know that. And I'm willing to bet more than half the people using this program doesn't fucking know what that. The shuffle, that's just a shuffle button. There's no name for that. Those two arrows that are like, boop,
Yeah.
that's just the universal shuffle. I don't know what that's called. Don't quiz me on what that's called. You're gonna fail me out of college because I can't tell you what that's called.
I feel like
I didn't fail POD because I didn't know what the ampersand was.
I love the ampersand.
Yeah, it's just
It's my
like
favorite sign.
I learn best by doing, but I get so easily overwhelmed by all these possibilities that I don't know what to do.
Yeah, I think, well, music production, that is something I feel like I learn better if I just, I'm just playing around with it. I took the classes, but I never really watched like a video series about it. I kind of just go into the program, and it's like, if I don't need anything new that day, I won't Google something new. Like, I just come, like,
Right.
I come onto problems, and I Google how to figure them out, and usually there's an easy fix, and I just remember that.
Right.
It's just weird.
It's just so, because even like when I was younger and I wanted to do this, my mind would tell me like, you can't do it if you don't have the proper equipment. And in my mind, that was, if you don't have the exact shit that these people have, there's no point in trying. My brain, even as a kid, has been very black and white, all or nothing. You're either gonna do it right or you're gonna eat shit. And
But
it's just like,
You wouldn't say that with music, though.
no, I wouldn't say that about most things on, like, most things.
Yeah.
I recognize it's one of those things that was not necessarily forced into my head as a kid,
Yeah.
but something that I observed and kind of just overheard my, like, macho man family say.
Yeah.
And just be like, that's how it is. And now,
Oh.
it's one of those things that I see, no. But that's also been my entire life, and it's very difficult to just
Yeah.
turn around and completely just stop thinking about or believing what you were taught.
Yeah.
Because, like,
I mean, it's ingrained.
It is. It's ingrained. And not everything that I learned from them is wrong. Better safe than sorry. I do not make assumptions. So many people have gotten pissed off at me and just abruptly blocked me on shit because of, like, some assumption, or they made some type of assumption about me. Mistook something I said.
I think just assuming is a bad move in most situations.
It's horrible.
So, yeah.
Miscommunication is terrifying to me.
I think that's a big problem in our world today. I mean,
And it's so difficult with texts because you
yeah.
cannot get a read.
no. Because it's, I mean,
I think it's primarily why I like Snapchat, because I can see their face. Even if it's just a picture,
yeah.
I can see slightly, unless, like, it's the fucking background or something.
Yeah, it's just all black.
I can see their
Streaks.
reaction. I can tell.
Fucking streaks.
Streaks!
Stop it. I still get people.
Uh,
I don't use Snapchat very much, and I still get people
Dude, I'm
that'll-
gonna start sending you
they'll
streaks.
randomly snap me. It'll be, I don't even know how they got my Snapchat. It'll be like this 16-year-old.
Probably like the
and I'll
quick
be like,
ad.
they'll be like, streaks. I'm like, how did
Who
you get
are
my
you? How do you know me? I shouldn't
the
be talking to you.
fucking, what the hell?
Please leave me alone.
Why? What the? It just be a random. Just I'm like, well, no. I think this is stupid. Honestly, I think it's.
This is a trap.
I've
You're a
never-
trap. Please stop talking to me.
is this the fucking FBI? What the fuck? No, I've never understood it. Like, I never understood streaks. I never got the point of that.
Well, you see, dude, Snapchat gives you a little number and like a flame.
I know
And
that.
it tells other people.
number. I don't.
No, well,
care.
you see, because it increases your Snap score.
Oh, what do you get? Perks? You get
Maybe.
$1 off fucking Pepsi at your fucking local
You get,
Gecko? I don't care.
Davey, oh my God!
They're fucking
Firstly,
dumb.
firstly,
Fucking kids are fucking
Firstly-
stupid.
Davey, you can make your account a private, fucking shit, a personal account.
I'm on ghost mode,
And you
bro.
people can see your stuff and be like, oh, Davey Squire's here, fucking, you can get paid by Snap for doing cringy shit. I don't know.
Those fucking news stories on the last page.
Yeah.
Fucking
We could be like, Davey sat down in his chair. You won't believe what happened next.
I gave a big fart.
I fucking...
All right.